India is still witnessing around 86,000 cases every day and more than 1,000 deaths every day. So we are all set to become the world's second most affected nation. We will soon surpass Brazil to emerge as the most infected nation next only to United States of America. But in reality, if we do the test on a larger scale similar to United States of America, I am sure we will cross USA also. The reason why I am telling is we are still testing much less compared to many countries of the world. I am not telling that India has not ramped up its testing. I still remember conducting few hundred tests at the beginning of the pandemic. Today we have reached a level where India is conducting over 1 million tests a day. It's a remarkable achievement by any standards. Even United States today on an average is conducting 6,70,000 tests from a peak of 9 lakh tests. Well, that's definitely a significant achievement. But we will have to also consider the fact that India is one of the most populous countries in the world. So we have to compare the testing with that of the population size. And we should also compare the testing to the level of positivity. If the positivity is high, what does it mean? It means you need to conduct more and more tests. I'll just give you some few comparative figures to understand how much we are conducting. Till now, cumulatively, China has conducted 90 million tests, which means 9 crore tests. And United States has conducted 83 million tests, around 8 crore 30 lakh tests, over 8 crore tests. India has conducted only 43 million tests so far, which 4 crore 30 lakhs. So we have conducted tests which we have been increasing the number of tests, no doubt about it. Still, we are only half of what the United States has done. But the India's population is about 4 to 4.5 times the US population, which means we have to conduct 4 to 4.5 times than what the United States has tested, which means we have to conduct around 35 crore tests so far, but we have only conducted 4 crore. So the India's testing has to increase by at least 9 to 10 times to reach the American level of testing. I am not referring to China because Chinese figures are certainly doubtful. The world has its own skepticism over the Chinese figures. So therefore, India is still conducting much less compared to United States of America. I'll give you another comparison. The more accurate comparison will be per million test. So per million test per million will standardize the comparison essentially because it doesn't take into account the problem of population. Sorry, it takes into account the problem of population. So which means independent of what the population size of a country, test per million gives you a more accurate picture. India is conducting 31,000 tests per million. To be precise, India has conducted 31,000 tests so far per million population. Our testing rate is only 3.1%. Out of the 100 Indians, we have tested only 3 people. Whereas the China has conducted 63,000 tests per million. So it is double than what India has done. Again, I am discounting the Chinese figures for the kind of suspicion we have. Brazil has conducted 67,000 tests per million. More than double what India has done. India has conducted 31,000 tests per million. Brazil has conducted 67,000 tests per million. Well, don't compare with USA and Russia. United States and Russia have conducted 2.5 lakh tests per million population. So where is 31,000 tests per million? Where is 2.5 lakh tests per million? So that is the level of under testing still taking place in India, despite the fact that India is conducting 1 million tests a day. We are conducting 1 million tests a day. That's a great thing. But look at the differences in testing levels. I'll give you one more thing. What is the positivity rate? What do you mean by positivity rate? Positivity rate essentially means how many people tested positive among the total number of tests conducted. The epidemiologists say that the positivity is an indicator of the level of testing required. If the positivity is more, you need to further expand testing. Because ultimately, when will you have a control over the pandemic? You will have a control over the pandemic when you find it difficult to get a positive person. So you go on conducting tests. If you find it extremely difficult to find a person who is tested positive, then means you got control over the pandemic. So the India's cumulative positivity rate is 8.6. Well, now it has come down to less than 8%. But whereas a country like South Korea, the positivity rate is less than 1%. The country like Serbia, the positivity rate is less than 3%. Epidemiologists world over suggest that the positivity rate should drop to 5%, at least less than 5%, to have a reasonable control over the pandemic. So we are still around 8%. So what does it mean? How do you reduce the positivity rate? Unless you increase the denominator, positivity rate will not come down. So unless you conduct more and more tests, the positivity rate will not come down. So the only solution to this pandemic is conducting as many tests as possible, isolating those who are infected, treating those who have serious symptoms. So that's the only solution to this. Tracing the contacts and still testing. So, but unfortunately, India is still not testing enough. We are happy that our testing capacity has substantially increased. We are happy that the number of labs have increased. We are also happy that our ability to control the pandemic has significantly improved. But still we are far short of what United States is doing. And I can understand United States is a very, very powerful nation, very rich country. But are we not as rich as Brazil? Are we not as rich as South Korea? Are we not as rich as Serbia? Should we compare with the countries like Ecuador? Ecuador has a positivity rate of 34%. Moldova has a positivity rate of 17%. We can't compare with those countries. I'm sure India is more competent than Serbia or South Korea. I'm sure India is more competent than Brazil. I'm not even comparing with the United States and China. So that it means we need to ramp up, we need to further expand testing. Even the serological survey reveals a wide gap between number of cases tested positive and the possible number. The gap is very high. In Delhi, it is around 31% of Delhi population is infected as per serological survey. But do we have the number of cases to that level? Well, epidemiologist, I was watching Professor Ashish Jha's interview. Professor Ashish Jha is the director of the Global Health Institute of Harvard University, Harvard Global Health Institute. He says India will definitely have at least 6 times more cases than what was actually found through testing. Today, India is reporting around 86,000 cases per day. Ashish Jha estimates it to be multiplied by 6 at least, which means over 5 lakh cases a day. Well, American experience suggested that it is even 10 times. Some epidemiologists say even 20 times, 30 times, even 200 times. I don't believe all that. At least even a conservative estimate reveals that India has much larger number of cases than what is actually found through as per records. So, Professor Ashish Jha says 85% of cases are missing because we are not conducting testing. So, we are officially not allowing the testing of asymptomatic patients. And many mild many people with mild symptoms are also not going to hospital. They are scared of going to hospital. So they are even scared of getting tested also, because they will be sent to the hospital. So instead treating at home, getting themselves treated at home. So therefore, if India has to reach the peak and flatten the curve, if India has to get a grip over the pandemic, we need to conduct more and more tests.